Hey everyone, it is Thursdays at 3. I'm your host, Jason Crespin. So glad you guys are joining us today for a great Thursdays at 3. It's going to be a great episode with featuring cast members from Matilda. If you haven't heard, Matilda, she's coming. She's small, she's mighty, she's coming. We've been waiting a long time for her to get here. She's coming. Of course, May 6th. So glad that you guys, it's already May. Can you believe it? It's already May. May is here. Just like clockwork, there's Mr. Braden Dalrymple. Hey, Mr. Braden. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Just a couple little info things before we get our cast members of Matilda on. We want to remind you what's going on all the time at ALT. We are finalizing. In fact, I think I saw the second to last final proof. I'll see the other final proof of our calendar in about an hour, I think. But we are finalizing that calendar. It's going to be a beautiful calendar. Of course, letting everyone know the dates of our shows that are coming up. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait for everyone to see it. We're all working very, very hard on that this week. We also want to remind you, of course, that if you have not already, if you have them, mine's already at the theater, brought your thank you notes that Alan Shankles has sent you maybe over the course of the years. They're due starting tomorrow. So May 7th is the final day. He's working on a display for those for the lobby, and so he needs those by 5 p.m. tomorrow, ALT box office. This just went out today. I want to make sure everyone is aware in case you don't get our emails. We have another work call this Saturday, Matilda paint work call. This Saturday, it says we need some warrior love. ALT's looking for 5 to 7 competent painters. That's like if you can paint a wall. Can you paint a wall? You're competent. Some of our backstage Matilda cast members are like, nope, I cannot paint a wall. It's cracking me up. But basically, work call this Saturday. If you have spare time and would like to get help or help get the show ready, come to ALT, add some color to the set. Work call begins at 9 a.m. Lunch will be provided. But you must, if you get a chance, let Miss Lissa know. Lissa at amarillo.littletheater.org. Let her know if you can come to the work call. Let her know if you'll be able to stay for lunch. Let her know if you'll come in the afternoon. Anytime. They need all hands on deck. Rather to have too many people there that they have to send away than wishing more people would have showed up. So shoot Lissa an email if you can help out this Saturday. That is, of course, May 8th, starting at 9 a.m. You don't have to be there at 9 a.m. Just that's when it starts. If you go, at 2, or you can go at 12 or whatever. Let them know they need some help to finalize that set. That set's so cool. It's working out really, really well. It's going to be so great. Also, we want to let you guys know if you need more information, we are currently working on our playbill, the ads for the playbill. If you are interested in potentially, or a business that might be interested in advertising in the playbill, of course, contact our box office, 806-355-9991. You can also always contact me. Let me get that email up on the screen. Jason at amarillo.littletheater.org, and we'll have more information next week about that. But we want to make sure if you're interested, if you're a business, you want to get in our awesome playbill. I don't have mine handy like I used to, but let us know. We will gladly give you all the information, some great rates for that. Also great if you are maybe not a business, but you want to support the theater and get your name out there. We have fantastic, like a footlighter section of our playbill, and I'll show some photos at the end here in a second. Of course, we'll want to remind you May 17th, our auditions for Newsies coming up May 17th and 18th. Be sure to check out the audition packet that is on our website. You can check that out. It's going to be a great show, tons of fun. Anyone that's involved in the spring semester or camp can enroll or can sign up for auditions. Also on May 17th is our camp registration. All of that's on our website as well. Camps are going to go quick, so definitely get ready for camps. Get ready to sign up for those camps. It's going to be great. Jonathan Milby says, I'm not sure I could paint a rainbow like that. That is skill. That's true. That work called Paintbrush had a cool, we needed that rainbow for Wizard of Oz. Hello, Abigail. Hope you're doing great as well. Thanks for saying hello. And then also just make sure, we're just reminding everyone, Ghost Light Gala, May 26th at the ALT main stage. Invites will be going out, and you can register for a ticket starting on May 12th. Have all the info coming up, but we're super excited to have our guests. We want to get to them as quickly as we can. We'll talk more afterwards a little bit about things going on, but guys, first time we've had a little bit of kind of technical difficulty, and so I have somebody on my FaceTime because we still want to talk to this amazing talent. I have right here, let me turn up my volume, Nels Björk. Hello, Nels. I don't think I've ever been so close to you, Nels. We just.
Hey.
Can everyone see you? Okay. So instead of split screening, I'm gonna put you right there. So we have Nels, and then we have backstage. We have Miss Laken Derington. How are you doing, Laken?
I'm doing good.
Now, Nels, you're playing Matilda, right? And Laken, you're playing Miss Trunch. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I think that should work, right? I think that would totally work out. Yes, yes. Somebody who normally is super quiet, but man, when she gets to sing it, is not quiet at all. Miss Anna Bahn, talking about you. Hey, Miss Anna.
Hi. Hey.
You guys all doing well?
Yes.
Nels is literally on a break from work right now. He's been so awesome to be a part of this. So we are going to get you talk to you, Nels, and then and get you back to. I know your shift is wrapping up. First off, how are rehearsals going? I know we don't want to give anything away, y'all, but how are rehearsals going?
Oh, they're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Good. Yes.
Everybody's working hard, enjoying, having fun.
I love that.
Some of my favorite times.
Yay! Some of your favorite times. I love that. How about for you, Laken? How are you feeling?
They're going good.
Feeling
Really
good?
fun.
Yeah, having a lot of fun. You look so well rested, Laken. I feel like you're cloud as a pillows with like baby bunnies wake you up every morning. You're so well rested. How about you, Anna? I know you just got done with like a recital and like signing.
I did.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be in class right now, but it's fine. This works. I would rather be here.
We'll write a letter to get you out of class or something. Yes. How are you? You're like finals and stuff are going on right now too, correct?
Yeah, finals week is next week, so the week of opening. So.
Oh my gosh! Welcome to the club.
It'll be fun.
You'll love when graduation happens on a show. It's like gotta graduate in time to then get into the matinee, and yeah.
No, I know my graduation is the night. Yeah, and it's okay. It's okay.
Warren says, "Hello, Anna Bahn. I hope you're having a good day."
Hi, Dakota. You too.
Dakota's on anyone else apparently. Thanks so much, Dakota. Jennifer Derington, Nels made it. Yay. Yeah. Jennifer, we're getting him involved. We're getting Nels on screen. Yeah. It's hard because it mirrors. I'm gonna do that. That's a little easier for me. No, that's not. Okay. There we go. Jeff Wyrick, Nels! Jeff Wyrick, one of your fellow cast members who's a brand new ALT warrior on stage. He's that audition and got in the role in the show. Glad to see you, Mr. Jeff. Maybe Mabry says I'm excited. A counselor for summer camps. That's right, Mabry. Can't wait to have you as our summer camp counselor. It's gonna be awesome. So Matilda was supposed to open last May, a year ago, and of course COVID and stuff like that pushed it back. Matilda was supposed to open our season. It was supposed to be the big season opener in September, and then it got pushed back to December. Then stuff was so bad and with big cast, and then it was like wah wah, it got canceled. Sorry, email sent out, no more Matilda. Winter Wonderettes got pushed in its place. And then come, early this year, it was like, wait, Matilda might have some more life, and let's close out the season with Matilda, especially since we had this awesome cast. How was that for you, Laken, kind of being like, oh, we're doing it, we're not doing it. Now we are doing it. Now are we really doing it?
Definitely made me more patient.
I bet, yeah.
When we finally got to do it, it was very happy.
Yeah, you're like, yes, we're in the rehearsals, we're getting the set, we're getting costumes. I love that. Anna, for you, are you still like, I will, when I bow, opening, that's when I know we've done it. Like, you're like, we can still postpone a little bit.
It's starting to feel more real, especially this week. We're running acts, but up until now, it's kind of felt like, I don't want to start believing that it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to. But yeah, no. Now it's feeling real, and I'm getting really excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. I don't think you guys have seen these yet. I need to switch my hands. You guys took some great Globe News photos that will be in Sunday's paper, but I wanted to show you guys a sneak look at some of these photos because you might not recognize Mr. Nels in the show. I almost didn't recognize him. I was like, wait, what? Oh, so let's just find out. Let's just look first at bam, Trunch and Matilda right there. I love it. Hilarious. It's just gonna be so great. Laken, I've seen that look. You've given that look before to maybe an older sibling of yours. I've seen that. Oh, my little thing. Let's see. We also have, of course, here's a great picture of the full cast. Or not the full cast, the cast members that were on the Wait, I'm putting my phone on. Do not disturb. Anna, can you go from left to right telling us who everyone is in this photo?
Okay, left to right, we've got Kissy. She's playing Miss Phelps. We've got Dakota playing Rodolfo. Me, Miss Honey. We've got Michaela and Rice playing Mrs. and Mr. Wormwood. Then we got Laken and Laken. Laken Derington playing Matilda.
The kids are both named, their real names are both Laken. I love that.
And then we've got our Michael, and then of course Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Trunch. I mean, man. Now, Nels, really, is that how you look in the morning? And you just kind of then shave and pluck and, you know?
Yeah, I always have that grumpy look in the morning. Comes natural.
I love it. I love it. Tell us a little bit more about Miss Trunch.
I don't know. It's just.
She's just misunderstood, right? I feel like she's just misunderstood.
I just feel like she was blessed with certain gifts, but was jealous of other people who had certain gifts.
Yeah.
You have big shoulders. Some women had feminine shoulders. You know, she could just be really mad about what she was given. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. You never know. And what's the name of the school that she's the head mistress at?
I don't know.
Is there a name? Is there a name? Laken's
Crunchum
there's a name.
Hall.
What is it?
Crunchum Hall.
Oh yeah, because it's on the shirts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Laken's like, I did my research. She's like, I have a whole character study I've done. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Nels, I know I want to get all my questions to you before you have to run. For you, Nels, this is, you know, your biggest role for on our stage, at least on ALT. How has that been for you, you know, with the music and the dancing and and playing such an iconic role, this villain of a role? How does it feel playing the villain?
I enjoyed a little too much. Getting to yell. I've been very nervous about doing Trunchbull and making sure I portray her as the way I feel like she should be portrayed.
Yeah, for sure.
But what helped was a year of not doing the show, but knowing I was going to be Trunchbull. But plenty of time to listen to the lines and listen to music and daydream of what I would do. So
I love that. I love that. That extra time was, I mean, I bet you nice in the sense of like, okay, I can really prepare and get it in my body and all that good stuff for sure. For you, did you ever have a Trunchbull like teacher growing up at all?
Oh yeah, I've had a few of them.
Oh, you're like, boom, I can list them right now.
Maybe that's where they come from.
Yeah. So do you pull from that experience of those teachers where you're like, oh, I remember my teacher used to do this. I'm gonna try this in the show.
Oh, no, I don't know. I'm just trying to base. There's been I've known a few women in my life that get really angry. So mirror it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I love it. Before I let you go, Nels, what without giving too much away, what's your favorite moment of the show right now? Do you have a favorite moment that you're like, I love this moment? And whether it's yours, whether it's somebody else's, without giving any surprises away.
Dragging Bruce Bogtrotter off stage.
Ah, okay. So us audience members, we will look for that moment and be like, yes, Nels loves this moment. I cannot wait. I love it. Okay, Nels, we know you got to go back to work. Thank you so much. Break a leg. We cannot wait to see you in the show. We will see you soon. Yes, sir. Awesome. Bye, Nels. Oh, we love Nels. Okay, ladies, I'm going to switch gears and chit chat with you. So Anna and Laken, let's talk first. Obviously, these are hard roles. Laken, you have embodied Matilda before. Both of you have worked on this show in another kind of capacity, which I think is so great. Okay, let's talk about that. Laken, you got to play Matilda in another production, correct?
I did, yeah.
Yep, Amarillo College's production 2 summers ago, ?
Yeah, 2019.
2019, okay, yeah. Anna, what did you do in that show?
I was her teacher. I was the music director for that show.
Which I love. You were the music director of that production. It was a great production. So both of you, whenever ALT announced, Matilda, were you guys thinking, oh, we know the show really well? Anna, for you, were you like, this is a chance for me to actually be in it? Or were you like, I'm just going to audition just for the fun of it? Or tell me what What drove you to audition for the show, Anna?
Well, I did have a little bit of envy watching the show from, being on the production side of things. I was like, oh, this show is so fun. I would love to do this at some point. Sorry, there's a lot of noise going on. And then when I heard that ALT was doing it, I got so excited because I didn't initially think that I would get the role of Miss Honey, but I knew it was one that I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite movies as a kid, and Miss Honey was my favorite character. So
I love that. Jennifer Darrington says Anna was an amazing music director. So proud of her. I just love how it's like full circle.
Thank you.
Sarah says, can't wait to watch this cast. Go Laken. We've been waiting for the show for so long to see you shine on stage. Thrilled to see Anna Bahn on stage again. I love that. What's funny is normally, Anna, people are in a show and then years later they, when they grow up, they get to be the music director. I love that you switch it. You're like, I'll be a music director first, then I'll go audition and try to be in the show. Laken, for you, since you played Matilda before, obviously you know this character very well. What is it like being 2 years older playing this character now? And are there some things that you can now, in the past 2 years, that you've learned that you're like, oh, I can put that in my Matilda this time around?
Yeah, I feel like I've matured a little bit, and just that my acting's gotten a little better, and definitely been like.
Also, too, it's a different cast, so you're having that, you know what I mean? It's not the same show. It's a different interpretation, different director, different choreographer. So the script might be the same, but it's of course going to be a different type of show, and I'm sure that has been fun for you to be like, oh, this is different. It's not, and like you said, you've grown up a little bit more, so that's definitely helped maybe understand a scene a little bit better or different things like that. Anna, for you, you're so sweet, Anna. You don't have to mute yourself.
There's just so much banging going on.
No, you're awesome. For you, Anna, with Miss Honey, do you feel like as the music director, you were of course teaching and you've taught kids before, do you channel that in with your Miss Honey, or how do you tap into the mature teaching side of that character?
I think that being a music teacher in the past has given me a little bit of confidence in front of a classroom, which helps with that role. Because I think Miss Honey is only comfortable in the classroom with her students. I think it's the only place she doesn't feel intimidated. Yeah. And so, I think it's definitely helped with being more comfortable in that atmosphere and allowing space for her to feel uncomfortable in literally every other situation of her life.
Sure. There's this great photo that Alan set up of kind of everyone's kind of, or at least Laken, the people that are in your life, kind of what they embody whenever they're at a home, if you will. It's this photo right here. Boom. I love it. I love how your brother Laken, or your brother Michael, and is just involved in his Rubik's Cube and not really paying attention. Your parents are, man, they are quite some characters right there, with Mrs. Wormwood and Mr. Wormwood. And I love that the only person that's actually paying attention to Matilda is Miss Honey. I just love that in that element. It's everyone else is more self-involved, but not Miss Honey. She wants to help those kiddos. So I love that. For you, Laken, oops, I pulled out. I meant to take out the picture and I pulled out Anna. Laken, for you, what is with this show? Is there a moment that, without again giving anything away, is there a moment that you look forward to in rehearsals, or that you're like excited for? Maybe it's a moment that you have on stage, or a moment that somebody else has on stage that you get to watch.
I really enjoy the very last scene of the show.
Okay.
Me and Anna get to do something.
You guys have a good moment, a good scene. Okay, great. I love that. So it's good for us audiences to know, like, ooh, we're gonna look out for that scene. What about you, Anna? Is there a spot of the show that you're like, this part of the show I absolutely love every night watching? And I know you guys are still in the rehearsal process. You're running acts, running Act 2 tonight and stuff like that. But is there a scene that you love that you just have?
Oh, there are so many good scenes. Especially, I just love all the music from the show. I think the most fun I have is in the scene Loud. Yeah. I'm not going to give anything away, but that's one of my favorite songs in the show.
Sure. Those of you who don't know, because some people might be like, what? Mrs. Wormwood has she's a dancer, if you will, and she has a dance partner, Rodolfo. We'll show that little photo. They'll be on next week's episode. But they certainly are different type of characters than Miss Honey, for sure. Miss Honey definitely has her own way of doing things, and they have their own way of doing things for sure, which I think is really fun. I cannot wait for that number as well. Let's also talk about Laken. Remind me who the character of Miss Phelps, right? The librarian, played by Kissy Cummings. She's another confidant for Miss Laken, correct? She's one of her kind of. She helps she helps Matilda along, correct?
Yeah, she's definitely someone that Matilda looks up to a lot.
Yeah, I almost, whenever I remember the show and different things like that, I almost think that that's almost Matilda's best friend in a weird way. Although there are some characters that pronounce that they are her best friend, which I just love. Laken and Anna, did either one of you see this show, whether it be on Broadway or a national tour, or were you more familiar with the book and the movie?
I haven't seen it, and I was so sad. I remember my sophomore year of high school, our choir took a trip to New York, and it was on Broadway at the time, and I was the only one in the class that voted for it.
Oh,
I was so hurt. So no, I haven't seen it yet on Broadway or off.
What did you guys see instead of Matilda?
We saw Finding Neverland, Aladdin, and Wicked, of course.
Oh, I mean, you still saw some great shows.
We saw some good ones, but
yeah. Laken, what about you? Had you seen a production of it anywhere?
Or?
No.
But I have read the book and watched the movie.
Nice. I didn't grow up with the movie. I mean, I knew the movie was out, but it never was, if it wasn't a Care Bear movie, I didn't really pay attention to it as a child, or animated anything. And so I didn't really know Matilda. And then I was like, oh, Matilda. Okay, yeah. There's like a kid that eats cake. That's all I knew. I was like, of course. I was like, cake? What? What about cake? And so then I lucked out. I got to see the show. I got to go back and look and see when I saw the show. And until the full musical, and was just blown away by it. In New York, you can't take, of course, or in any theater, you can't take any pictures of the show, but they allow you to, if you want, when they're doing bows. And it was back when they were doing, they have a red bucket where they raise money for Broadway Cares kind of organization. At the end of the show, they'll talk to the audience about making bids for a poster or different things like that. And so when they were doing that, I snapped this quick photo, and I forgot I had it until I was looking at I searched for Matilda, and that photo popped up. So that was my when I saw the show in New York, which I thought was really, really fun. And then I got to see, of course, I went down to San Antonio and saw one of our other ALT Academy, Miss Taylor Henderson, when she was in that show. Then I saw y'all's production also that same summer. So I was like, yeah, I got Matilda. I know Matilda really well. And there's some crazy cool elements with the show. Again, we don't want to give too much away, but there's some cool technical elements that I cannot wait for our ALT audiences to see. There's maybe a little magic here and there, or just some special effects. There's this cool thing. I feel bad. I'm like, I can't say anything, but I saw the other day this moment where something came out on stage that was used that I've never seen used on stage. Four things that are used kind of by the. I'm trying to give you guys hints so y'all will know what it is, but not anyone else. There's just 4 things that are used on the stage that I've never seen used on our stage before that I cannot wait. I wanted to get on it and try it out, but I didn't want to break anything, so I didn't. Because I am not the same way as Miss Laken. Nope, not at all. So our ALT audiences, you guys, I cannot wait for you guys to see this show because of not only the phenomenal performances that are being turned in, but also there's just some really cool new elements. Of course, we want to say Alan Schenkel's director, music director, of course, Miss Jennifer Akins, Sean Walsh, choreographer, Jamie Humphrey, and Miss Griselda Reyes helping out on the production side as well. David Walsh has designed this beautiful set. There's just so many cool elements. I cannot wait I can't wait to see it. I'm seeing it opening night and also, again, closing weekend. I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys, Laken, I know you're homeschooled, but Anna, either one of you, did you guys have a Miss Honey growing up? Did you have a teacher that you just were like, oh, I love this teacher. I want to be a teacher because of this person, or this teacher just made me feel like I was safe and happy and just I could go to this teacher about anything, or
I would say I probably felt that more from my teachers and my extracurriculars. Like growing up in theater, I had, of course, all of the directors in the Academy Theater and some of the other theaters I was involved in that I definitely felt safe and like I had mentor figures in those aspects. And maybe some of my choir directors in the past, definitely, I look up to.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. What about you, Laken?
I don't think so. Maybe a dance teacher.
Oh, a dance teacher. Wow. Yeah, nice. So happy you had a great dance teacher. Just... Oh, we lost Laken. Oh, too bad her dance teacher didn't, just bring her. Oh, I'm just kidding.
I also maybe have had some really good directors.
Oh, wow. Michaela's going to be the Academy Director, and out goes Mr. Jason. No more Mr. Favorite Jason. I love it. It's fine, Jennifer. Laken. I love that Jennifer just commented, laugh out loud. It's fine. It's fine. Molly, Annie, nothing. No, Christmas Carol passed. No, okay, just fine. Mayor of Munchkinville, it's fine. It's whatever. Shelly says, can't wait to see the show. Got my tickets. Go Laken. I love it. I love it. For anyone who just doesn't know the show, didn't grow up reading the book, who never saw the movie, didn't get to see the show, without, again, giving too much away, what is the show about, Anna? What is, if I was brand new and was like, what is Matilda? Who is she? What is the show about? What would you tell them?
Matilda is a young girl who grew up in a neglectful household and really finds solace in reading and educating herself. And when she finally gets to go to school, she meets a teacher who is kind of guiding her in the right direction and helps her along. But it's also a story of coming of age and self-discovery. She's, realizing she has all of these talents and abilities that she never knew about, and kind of grows into herself and learns she's better than that.
Which, all of those things, which is so great, are also things I think that Miss Honey goes through.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the show could literally also be called Miss Honey, and the same character path I feel is the same as Miss Honey. I think that's why they get along so well.
I think so too.
That's just my opinions. You're like, nope, not my Miss Honey. My Miss Honey is crazy. Laken, for you, what are there any characteristics of Matilda that you love and that you find in yourself?
I was once 5.
Best most interesting answer I've ever had. I love that you were once 5 as well. Yes. I love it. Some people skip that 5. Nope, not Laken. She's like, I'm gonna 365 days of this I want. I like it. I like it. But I feel like you're a big book reader too. I feel like you are a great reader. Like you love reading. I'm gonna tell a real quick story about you, Laken. When you're older, you can get mad at me, but I feel like now you'll be like, okay. Laken, I know she was in a lot of dance classes with all those amazing dance teachers. But there was a long time ago she was in my creative dramatics class, and I remember that little girl was very shy and always stood behind her mom's legs and didn't really want to talk or say anything. And Jennifer says she's too shy to say how much you mean to her. She adores you. Too late, Jennifer. Too late. The scar is already forming from that burn she gave me. No, but I remember, Laken, that you weren't really a big reader. You were like, nope, I don't want to do this reading thing. I'm good. And then you realized, oh, if I ever want to play a part in a show, I need to know how to read a script. And then that's how you kind of got more into reading, that you're like, okay, I'll try this reading thing out so I can maybe audition and play some parts. And I just love that's, theater helped you want to learn how to read because of scripts. And I tell that story all the time, Laken, about how literally you were this shy little girl behind your mom's leg, did not want anyone looking at you. And then now look at you. You're Matilda. You'll be shining on that stage. This photo of you that we took this earlier this week, I just love it. That confident, I love it. It's fantastic, fantastic. And the funny thing, Anna, you were the same way, I feel like, too. This quiet little girl growing up in the academy and was like, who's that girl with the great hair? Oh my gosh, it's Anna Bahn. And I knew you more from your mom in the dance studio. You would be tapping and dancing with your sister and your mom. And then slowly you came into camps and slowly you came in. We heard you sing and we were like, the first time I heard you sing, was that during the Virginia song, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In My Regards to Broadway. Yeah. And I feel we were like, what? This little girl can also sing. And then just started developing more in Children of Eden and Little Mermaid and all these shows, and then these pots. And you kind of developed as well as this performer in front of our eyes, which I just love. For you, Anna, what are some qualities of Miss Honey that you kind of see in yourself, or that you can tap into to play that character?
Oh, I would say I'm also easily intimidated by a lot of situations. I am constantly putting myself down and feeling like I'm not living up to my full potential. And I think that theater has helped me come out of that a lot. And yeah, I still get terrible stage fright, but we work through it. And I feel like Miss Honey, I can see her doing that too, because by the end she finds her voice and she comes full circle.
I love it. For both of you also, just on the flip side, did either one of you have a Trunchbull in your life that you're like, oh, this one teacher?
Yes.
You say your theater teacher from ALT Academy. Like,
his name was Jason.
I made me read. But and did you, Anna? Did you ever have? I mean, don't say any names, but were you like, oh, there's this one teacher that was not my favorite?
I had a lot of teachers that I did not get along with, and that's mostly because I was a know-it-all in class, and they didn't like me for that. So I was constantly getting in trouble. But
raising your hand all the time. I know the answer. I know the answer.
Yeah.
What about you, Laken? Careful, you're homeschooled.
My school teacher is awful.
Oh, we lost Laken again. So sorry. Oh, there she is. Man, this connection is crazy.
She gets me by my hair and she throws me around the backyard every day. And then I land in my neighbor's yard and have to go ring their doorbell.
So Matilda's easy for you. You're like, this is the easy character. I do it all the time. I love it. Oh my gosh. Carla says, Laken is hilarious. She's laughing. I love it. Laken, tell me, how did you find out about Matilda?
Well, I was in a certain homeschool dance class, and we did the Revolting Children as one of our dances.
That's right. I completely forgot about that. That was, I don't remember what year that was, but one of those. Okay, so maybe you're talking about this dance teacher, because I also did, I guess, teach you dance as well. But yeah, you're right. In our musical theater dance class, one of my pieces was Revolting Children, and we had desks, and we had paper airplanes, and we had a chalkboard, and we had a hockey stick, and we did the whole thing, and it was so fun. We had little uniforms. You're right. It was kind of a big production number for a dance recital, if you think about it. So was that the first time you knew about the musical and listened to the music?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. That's so cool. I love that. What about you, Anna? When were you like first hearing about Matilda the musical?
I don't know how I first heard about it. I think I was on a road trip and I had my musical theater playlist on shuffle, and Quiet from Matilda came on, and it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever heard. I was like, I have to go listen to the whole soundtrack right now.
Yeah.
So
I remember hearing about it because it was in London first, and so I kind of knew there was this buzz in London. It was winning all these Olivier Awards, and when it was transferred in New York, and I remember seeing some sort of clip, and it was the number you were talking about, Anna, was Loud. And I remember thinking, what is this number? This is amazing. I want to know more about this show. And then I remember seeing also Revolting Children. I was on one of the late night shows. They had Revolting Children on, and I thought, this is cool. This is a really cool show. The music is really cool. It's really smart. And so yeah, that was kind of my forte into the Matilda the musical world. I love it. As we wrap up, Laken and Anna, tell me both, what are you hoping audiences take away from the show? Whenever they come see the show, some of these families or some of these theater goers, this is going to be their first show that they come see out of the whole season, because they've are finally double vaccinated and they're ready to come back out to the theater and different things like that. For you guys, what are you hoping that when they come see the show, after the show, what are you hoping they're thinking? What do you hope that they feel when they leave ALT?
I just hope people take away from this that theater is here to stay. We're going to persevere. Even though everything's been going on, we're finally back and ready to make a statement. I don't know. I hope everybody walks away feeling empowered.
Yeah, agreed. Yes. What about you, Laken?
I hope they walk out of the door and was like, wow, that was cool.
Yeah, right? It's cool. It's such a cool show and such a cool musical, and the music is fantastic, and it's a story that people know, but there's characters or music. I was gonna say, does it follow the book? Does the musical follow the book? Does it follow the movie pretty well? Are there some different characters or different aspects of this musical that are a little bit different?
The musical probably follows not as much on her abilities and more on her stories that she tells.
Yeah, ooh, I love that. Yeah. What do you think, Anna?
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I feel like the movie has this great little montage of her in her house, like discovering her abilities. And yeah, we don't get to see that in the musical as much, but I think, yeah, I don't know. They're both great. They're all great.
Totally agreed. I would say who should come see it, but the people who are coming to see it are already coming because you guys sold out so quickly. We want to remind everyone who is like, I want to come see the show now. Technically, yes, it is completely sold out. It sold out very quickly on Monday. There are, of course, you guys have productions on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays starting next week, the 13th. Thursday shows 13th and 20th are at 7:30, 14th, 15th, 21st, and 22nd, 8 o'clock. Those are Fridays and Saturdays. And then now added Saturday matinees at 2:30 and also a Sunday matinee, of course, at 2:30. So that's the 15th, 16th, 22nd, and 23rd. It's just crazy how quickly it sold out, which is great. We kind of went from a 2-seat bubble kind of buffer to 1 seat, and even then we still had tons of people getting tickets, and it's great. Laken, your theater mom says, love that answer. It's a beautiful story Matilda has to share. Look at your Wormwood parents right there when they were back in college at ACU. I love it. Luann says that we had plans to do Matilda last year, but changed to Your Good Man Charlie Brown for a smaller, shorter show. I remember that, Luann. I remember you guys changed for a smaller show and pulled that off so well. We were lucky to still be able to keep this cast and rotate. A couple of people had to pull off the show, conflicts and different things like that, and so finally have this cast. Laken, I feel bad for you. You sing a song called "When I Grow Up," correct?
Part of it, yeah.
Or part of it, but there's a song called "When I Grew Up," and I kept telling people, man, by the time they actually do Matilda, Laken's gonna be 40, singing, like smoking, like "When I Grow Up," like just this like, oh, that'd be like an SNL skit of if ALT was on SNL and just talking about how delayed the show was, but it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Both of you, I cannot wait to see you guys in this show. Of course, we should say it's an Academy collaboration, so we have a lot of our Academy kiddos in the show. We also have some Academy parents that auditioned, and it's gonna be their first time in a show, which we're very excited about. Some of our, of course, Academy alumni like Miss Anna, and so thrilled to see this show. Thrilled to see all of y'all's hard work finally pay off. Of course, we still have our strict safety protocols for COVID. You guys have been rehearsing in masks. In fact, I think it was you, Anna. You said on the photo shoot when you guys were finally taking off your masks for the photos, you were like, "We haven't seen like chins or faces," and
yeah,
I was
I don't think I had seen Nels's face since auditions.
Right, yeah. You're like, that's what the rest of your face looks like. Oh, those are what your chin looks like. I love that. Laken, for you, I know it's difficult with wearing the mask and different things like that. Do you think it's helped you, or in the sense that you're a character that's kind of closed off in some ways to some characters, but then you open up to like Miss Honey and different things like that? I feel like you taking off the mask is almost you could use that as a character trait, because I know it restricts you as much as possible, because of course we want to keep everyone safe, but then of course with our performances, you guys will take this off for the actual performances. I feel like that's going to be liberating, and I feel like your character has moments of being liberated as well, and so I'm sure you're going to be able to tap that into your performance in some capacity, and also just to see that cute face. Laken has a great little face. So do you, Anna. And Nels, if you're still watching back home.
It's okay. It's
Anna, listen, you got the hair, okay? You have the hair. We're always going to compliment your hair. We can't always compliment everything. Everyone loves you both. Fantastic.
I mean, you could, but
listen, I hear how great you are daily from Mr. Dakota Warren. Let's also talk about, real quick, before we let you guys leave, you guys don't know this. This is breaking news. I need to have breaking news. For anyone who's watching and who's like, man, I really want to get Matilda tickets, or I have Matilda tickets, but what if I don't want to use, or I can't use all my tickets that I got, or whatever. Yes, you can call the ALT box office. Let's say I have 8 tickets and you only need 4 and you need to get 4 back. Well, it's hard because those 4 tickets really can't go on off of people from our wait list because they're in your bubble. And we want to make sure people in your bubble, that we're keeping your bubble safe. Of course, if you're like, I don't care who's in my bubble, as long as people are using those tickets, we can maybe get people off the wait list. If you haven't gotten on the wait list, get on the wait list by calling our ALT box office, of course, 806-355-9991. There's that number right there. But what we've done today, we talked as a staff, and we have a new Facebook group because we know a lot of the times it worked out really well for Wizard of Oz. If you are looking for tickets, or if you are needing to give some tickets away that you have, join a new group. It is now, let me pull it up real quick. The Facebook group is called ALT Matilda Tickets. ALT Matilda Tickets. And this is going to be one spot where you can, basically, if you have tickets that you are looking for the show, if you're like, you can put on that wall, I'm looking for 4 tickets for a Saturday matinee, or I have 2 tickets to opening night that I don't need. Does anyone want them? And basically, you guys can exchange your tickets there. You can find out if there are any tickets. We just kind of wanted one spot where people could exchange tickets or find tickets instead of just posting it on Facebook and hoping somebody sees it. So again, go to ALT or on your Facebook. And I know kids, Instagram, TikTok, all those other social media channels are really much cooler, but sometimes the grandpa of social media called good old Facebook is the best reliable thing for everyone to use, okay? I'm definitely one of those Facebook person. But again, go to ALT Matilda Tickets, ask to join. I think it's a public, going to be a public event or a public group that anyone can then join, share it, spread the word. We'll share it, of course, on the Facebook page for Matilda as well, on ALT Warrior page. So if you have tickets and you're like, I don't need these 2 tickets and I want people to use these seats. If you're season ticket holders and you've used your tickets and you think, man, I have 8 tickets, I only need 2, get on that Facebook group. See if anyone wants to use those 6 tickets that you have already purchased or already reserved for the show. Like we said, we want to get as many people seeing these shows and seeing these beautiful performances that Laken and Anna and the whole cast are turning in. Carla says, great idea. I love it. I love it. Oh, Paige says, Matt Haven. I bet she's like, get on this Facebook group, Matt. Let's get us some tickets. I love it. Here's hoping to get tickets, Paige. Here's hoping to get tickets. I love talking to you guys. Anna, thanks for skipping class for us. Ooh, she's
You're
a rebel.
welcome.
She's still a rebel. Laken, thank you for, I guess, getting your homeschool teacher not to throw you around the yard today and let you be on Facebook or on our social media live for Thursdays at 3 today. Luann says, break a leg. Thank you, Luann. Luann, we got to get you up here to see a good ALT show. Anytime we're around Midland, we got to see what you guys are doing down there as well. We appreciate you watching and supporting the theater from such a far way. Anna and Laken have a great rehearsal tonight. Tonight's Act 2, I think. Is that correct?
Yes.
And first full official run tomorrow. Is that correct? And then it's tech week. Then it starts tech week, wigs, costumes, makeup, whole 9 yards. I love it. I cannot wait to see all of your hard work. Also, thank you guys for being so patient with not only the show and with ALT as we kept juggling and pushing it back and then switching it around and all that stuff. You guys were absolutely awesome just to make sure to still stay with us and still understand why we had to do what we had to do, why, you know, Alan had some hard decisions to make and stuff like that. And so we're really excited that you guys have been with us this whole time and helping us and following all our protocols and making sure you guys are staying safe and stuff like that. It's a lot, and we really, really appreciate that. Final comment, Grayson Derington says, who's the one in the top right? Oh, Grayson, those Deringtons are hilarious. I love it. I love it. Well, both of you, break a leg. I cannot wait to see the show next week. Again, Matilda, we're talking about Matilda, 13th through the 23rd, 2 weekends. If you don't have tickets, go join the ALT Matilda Tickets group. I bet you'll somehow, somebody will have a ticket for you that they'll give you or sell you. Who knows? I should have bought some extra tickets. I could have made some extra money. You guys, I'll let you guys go back to school or back to whatever you guys were doing, maybe rehearsing lines, who knows? But I appreciate both of you so much. Cannot wait. So proud of both of you. Thank you. Also, Nels took some time off work real quick to join us. Next week, we'll have some more characters from ALT Matilda. We'll find out how opening, oh no, they won't, you guys, that'll be preview night for y'all. So it'll be right before you guys open, which is super exciting. Again, cannot wait to see the show. Break a leg, you two.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll see you at the theater soon. All right.
All right.
Bye, y'all. Bye. And thank you guys for watching Thursdays at 3. Tune in next week, Thursdays at 3. All right. Bye, y'all.